You ever get that feeling that there's one set of financial rules for most of us, and then a totally different secret rulebook for the super wealthy? Well, what if I told you that's not just a feeling? It's pretty much a reality. Okay, let's dive in and unpack the completely different game the financial elite are playing.
So, is it just about luck? I mean, it's really easy to think that when we see some incredible fortunes out there. But you know what? It's hardly ever about luck. It's about strategy. It's a conscious choice to play an entirely different financial game.
And this slide just lays it all out, plain and simple. Most of us, we're taught rulebook number one. Get a good job, work your tail off, squirrel away a part of your paycheck, and whatever you do, avoid debt. It's all about playing financial defense. But the wealthy? Oh, they're playing by rulebook number two. Use your income not just to save, but to buy or create assets, things that generate even more income. They're playing financial offense.
And this right here is the first major mindset shift we have to talk about. It's about moving from seeing money as just something you save and protect to seeing it as a tool you use to acquire things that will then work for you.
So, according to this new rulebook, the definitions get really, really simple. First up, a liability. This is anything, and I mean anything, that costs you money. We're talking about your car payment, that Netflix subscription, the fancy phone that needs a data plan every month. All these things are constantly pulling money right out of your pocket.
And then, on the flip side, you've got an asset. An asset is anything that pays you. Think about it. A rental property where the tenant's rent not only covers the mortgage, but also puts extra cash in your bank account. Or maybe it's a laundromat you own that someone else manages, and it's just generating profit day in and day out. Heck, even stock dividends that get deposited right into your account while you sleep.
So here's the crucial takeaway. While saving is obviously important for a safety net, the primary goal for building real wealth isn't just to stack up a big pile of cash. That's probably losing value to inflation anyway. The real goal is to become an acquirer of cash-flowing assets. Your whole focus shifts from asking, how much can I save, to how many income-generating assets can I get my hands on?
Okay, now let's get into a really controversial one, debt. For most people who are following rulebook number one, debt is basically a four-letter word, right? It's a trap, something you run away from. But for those playing by rulebook number two, it can be one of the most powerful tools in the entire workshop. And this slide just shows the two faces of debt perfectly. Over on the left, you've got what we can call bad debt, the kind that literally weighs you down. It's used for things like vacations, consumer goods, fancy cars that lose value the second you drive them off the lot. It makes you poorer. But on the right, that's good debt. This is debt used as a lever to acquire assets, like a mortgage for that rental property we talked about, or a loan to expand a business that's already profitable. This is debt that can actually make you richer. You know, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? The big difference isn't if you use debt, but what you use it for. Is it for consumption that just drains your wealth? Or is it for an investment that actually builds it? That is the multi-million-dollar question right there. And finally, let's talk about the end game. What this is all about. Income. See, the entire point of acquiring assets and using debt the smart way is to fundamentally change how you earn money. It's about breaking that direct link between your time and your income. Now, this right here, this is the financial reality for most people. Almost every dollar comes from one place, a job. It's what we call active income. If you stop working, the money stops coming. That makes you incredibly vulnerable, and it puts a hard cap on your earning potential, because there are only 24 hours in a day. Now, look at this. This is the goal, a diversified portfolio of income streams. And notice how many of these are passive. They aren't directly tied to the hours you put in. The real estate is kicking off cash flow, the businesses are generating profit, the stocks are paying dividends, all while you're doing other things. This is pretty much a picture of financial freedom. So look, understanding these rules is a great first step. But the real power, that comes from actually applying them. The big question then becomes, how do you start bringing this new rulebook into your own financial life? So let's just recap the entire code. It really boils down to these three powerful mindset shifts. Number one, change your focus from simply saving money to actively acquiring assets. Number two, learn to tell the difference between bad debt that holds you down and good debt that can accelerate your growth. And number three, make it your long-term goal to build multiple streams of income with a huge emphasis on the passive ones. So I'll just leave you with this thought. This isn't about becoming a billionaire overnight. Not at all. It's about taking that first step in a brand new direction. It could be buying a single share of a dividend-paying stock, starting a tiny side business, or saving up for a down payment on a rental property. The path is built one asset at a time. The only question left is, what's yours going to be?